Welcome, my constant reader friends. I'm Tad, and this is Tad Reads Books and Stuff. Well, this is the next installment of the Marvel-ous team-up. Yep, that's the bi-weekly series that Grozz from the GKBC and I from Tad Reads Books and Stuff do, where we read a graphic novel or comic book series and discuss it in a video. About every 2 weeks. I'm a little behind this week. My job has been bonkers. So I've been getting home about 7 o'clock at night, going in at 6, and just, I've kind of been kind of wasted by the time I get home at night and just want to chill and relax. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit behind on this video. This is the last video for Harrow County Omnibus 2. So if you have been watching this series, we started with Harrow County Omnibus 1. This is a Dark Horse comic, and it's written by Cullen Bunn and illustrated by Tyler Crook, although there are a couple episodes in here that have other artists. If you watched any of these prior videos, that kind of was jarring for me. I like to keep the same art, going through a series, but that's me. Here we are, the final episode. Yeah, this is a horror comic, and I just want to talk a little bit about the Marvel-ous team-up and what we do here. So this is just two guys, Grozz and myself, who enjoy the hell out of reading this type of entertainment. Artistically and literaturally, is that a word? We like the graphic novels, the comic books, and it's just pure enjoyment for us. This is just fun for us. This isn't serious. We don't go into reviewing so heavily this series as we may with other books that we read on our channels. Again, this is just us having fun. We love this medium, and we just read together certain number of chapters and talk about it. We will explain what we read. Of course, there's spoilers and everything. We don't have a lot of people who view this, but it's really just us having fun. And I hope the people that watch this realize that that's what we're doing. We're just having fun. And sometimes reading should be just pure fun. What I want to stress with this series, this Marvel-ous team-up, is it doesn't have to be just Grozz and myself. Everyone, anyone can join in on this. That's why at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the next book that we're reading. And if you want to jump in on it, please join us. Make some videos. If you've never really gotten into graphic novels and comics, try it. The medium's cool. The art's cool. The stories are cool. When I was a kid, I was not allowed to read comic books in my household. My father was strict. He's like, you're going to read something that expands your mind. Wow, not just this drivel, about superheroes and chicks with big boobs. That's what my father thought comic books were, and I wasn't allowed to read them. I became an adult, about 18 years old, before I ever started delving in. Now, there were some times I cheated. I would go over to my buddy's house, and he loved Rom and the Micronauts and Batman, and I would read some of his comics when I was over there. Don't tell my parent. I would. But what I found out was I even had that prejudice against comics. I thought, well, I'm not really reading if I'm looking at pictures. And then when I got older, I realized I went to college, and there were actually college courses on comic books and the medium, the art and the literature, the writing styles, the beats and things. There are people who have been taught how to read through comic books. They just didn't want to read. They didn't want to read books. It was too hard in school. But you get them into a comic book and they don't even realize that they're learning to read. And let's be honest, these graphic novels nowadays are not your old-fashioned comic books. There are some really cool themes, stories, great writing, fantastic artwork in a lot of them. And so that's what we're doing. We're just having fun, enjoying this medium. If you've never done it, join us. If you are a comic book fan and you've got a YouTube channel and you're like, well, I don't want to talk about comic books, join us. I'm going to tell you the next graphic novel we're going to read at the end of the video, and I want you to join in. It would be great if we just had a bunch of people and we just discuss, talk about what we read, every 2 weeks. Anyways, that being said, I'm not going to do my normal chapter by chapter review of what I read this week. We're on the last 4 chapters of this series, and I loved it. It was really good. The artwork was amazing. It actually, it had this build-up. This whole story had this build-up, and I was nervous. Maybe the crescendo, the finale, was not going to be good enough. And it was. It was very satisfying. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to just show you real quick. Again, I'm not going to do like I normally do. I'm sorry. I'm not going to tell you because I want you to read it. It's good. So at the end of chapter 28, last video, we see Hester here. Look at this artwork. It's awesome. Here's Hester. Yeah, she's still got the noose around her neck. And what does she say here? But I'll see you all once more. Yeah, scary. Look at this eyeball. That's Hester. That's the beginning of chapter 29. Another thing that I always liked in this series was it would always open up with an image, and in the image somehow they work in the words, I don't know if you can see this, Harrow County. So it's in the weeds here, in the sticks. It says Harrow County. Look at Emmy. We see Emmy. Yeah, she's holding the bones of the skinless boy. If you remember back in chapter 28, Hester ripped the bones out of the skinless boy and killed him. Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. I'm not going to tell you any more about the chapter. We're just going to go right on. It's awesome. Oh my gosh. There's some scary crap going on in here. So then we go to chapter, come on, Ted, 30. And I'm going to show you that. So here we are. Look, we see a little bit of Malachi here at the end of chapter 29. Yeah, Malachi's involved with Hester. If you remember if you followed our channel, and if you haven't, you're going to have to look back at our videos. But look at Emmy here. Remember the snakes? Yeah, the snakes are back. Yeah, I hate snakes. Snakes scare the hell out of me. They do. And here, so the opening of that chapter, I don't know if you can see this, but it says Harrow County in these flames, these like witch flames. And that's Hester's back there. And yeah, there's some mud people there. She's calling the villagers to do her bidding. She made them, so they're hers, she thinks. Anyways, not going to tell you anymore. Oh, look at, yeah. It was great. Bernice is it. Oh, Bernice is brave. But remember what the snakes do? They get in your ear and they get in you and they make you be. So then Hester can control you. yeah, here's the end of the chapter 30 and the beginning of, the cover of chapter 31. Here's 30. Again, we got Malachi here, and we've got Emmy, and look at who's here, leading the village people. Yeah, it's Bernice. The snakes have gone into them and possessed them. Now Hester is controlling them, and they're all after. They're going to try to kill Emmy. I mean, that's the truth. You can see the battle here and the hand reaching up. Beginning of chapter 31. That's not the greatest cover out of all of them. Here we go. Beginning of chapter. Harrow County and the light from the moon, shining through the mist. Malachi, Bernice, Emmy. Yeah. It just, these 4 chapters were everything that I wanted. I'm not showing you. I'm not gonna go over it. Sorry, that's different than what I normally do. If you wanted to find out what the ending was going to be, the final battle, the challenges and all that, I'm not giving it to you. Chapter 32, the last chapter. So, the last page of chapter 31, we've got Hester and Emmy, and they're like in this swirling mist. Actually, they're floating, and they're ready to throw down. If you see the foreboding in chapter 32, so here's the cover 32, you've got Malachi and Emmy walking away with a big puddle of blood, holding hands. What's going to happen in the final chapter? I'm not going to tell you. Here's the beginning. Oh, no. Yeah. It says Harrow County up here in the clouds, and Emmy and Hester are going at it. It's awesome. It's really the artwork. I just look at this artwork. I don't know if you're experiencing it, if you can see it. I hope I'm not got any glare. It's great. It was fun as hell, and that's what we do. Grozz usually we switch back and forth. Grozz will pick a graphic novel or a series, and we'll do that. We like. Oh, well, we've liked series that we can kind of complete, even though we weren't unable to complete Saga, which we will eventually complete because they're still finishing that up. And we like to get it in hardback cover because it's beautiful artwork and a great story. We will be getting to Saga again one day. But Grozz picks a comic book series. We do that, and then I pick one. We go back and forth. We've done everything. Horror. The last one before was really cool. It was kind of like a modern gangster type noir story. That was really cool. It can get into politics and issues. But that's it. Omnibus 2, Harrow County. I didn't give anything away. I don't know what Grozz is going to do. I told him I was going to do something different for this video. And I did. I just didn't go. I want you to read it. Go out and read it if you can. All right. So what is the next series we're doing? So I gave Grozz a couple ideas, and we usually pick a couple, and then we decide which one we want to do. And this is what we're going to do. Yeah. Murder Falcon! Yeah, Murder Falcon, people. Yeah, so this is by Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. And yeah, it's a rock band, a heavy metal rock band that's going to save the universe. Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at the back here. You got to have a van if you got a band, right? I'll just read it to you. Yeah, he's holding a 6-pack. Awesome. So it says, from superstar creator Daniel Warren Johnson of Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, and Extremity. Great comics. And it says, the world is under attack by hideous monsters, and Jake's life is falling apart until he meets Murder Falcon. Murph, who was sent from the Heavy to destroy all evil, but he can't do it without Jake shredding up a storm. Now, with every chord that Jake plays on his guitar, the power of metal fuels Murder Falcon into all-out kung fu fury on those that seek to conquer Earth. I can't wait to start this. This is going to be fun. Join us. Grab your copy of Murder Falcon. Image Comics. Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. It's going to be fun. There's only 8 chapters and then a short story. So I think we'll probably, Grozz, do every 2 weeks we'll do like 2 chapters. So we like to do, if we can, like, you know, about 2 months per graphic novel. Get everybody a chance to watch and join in if they want to. Please join in. Have fun with us. That's what it is. It's just fun. All right. That's it. Murder Falcon. Starting in 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you check out Grozz's channel, the GKBC, and see what he thinks of Harrow County. And as usual, if you find any entertaining values in my video, please like, please subscribe, please give me comments. I love reading the comments and interacting with everybody. Making some friends is great in this world that's not so great right now. So please, as usual, until next time, peace out.